Bottom five. X has got to get something going halfway home here on KSCJ and AABaseball.tv. John Calavita with you. Dan Vaughn will be joining us, I guess, next inning. He's walking around somewhere. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Sioux City is Spencer Adams. 1 hit allowed through 4. First pitch here. Swung on and missed. Shumpert behind that one. It's 0-1. He struck out in his first AB. Now, Shump 0 for 4 with a strikeout last night, but over his last 17 games, he has been absolutely rolling. 1 strike offering here from Adams. Swing and a miss again. Same pitch, same spot. Same exact result, and it's 0-2 on Shumpert. Coming into the day, he was hitting .365 over his last 17 games with 12 extra base hits, 4 doubles. 10 extra base hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 4 homers, and 20 ribbies. 0-2. Swung on, lined over to short, caught by Peralta. It was right at him. He went to a knee, and he made the catch for the first out of the frame. Let me just do my quick math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 in a row retired by Spencer Adams, the former second-round pick. And it's interesting that he was picked before a guy that was on his team, a guy that he came up with. The pitch. It's inside to Josh Day. 1-0. Day today, 0 for 1. He grounded to second, back in the second. But Adams was drafted before Dylan Cease, who was also picked by the White Sox. The wind and the 1-0. It's down and away ball 2. And well, we know what Dylan Cease has become in Major League Baseball. He's one of the best pitchers, pitching for the Padres at this point. The White Sox had talent, but now I don't think it needs to be said what they're doing now. 2-0 pitch. There's a called strike on the outside corner slider there. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, bottom 5, 1-0 Gary. X's have mustered just 1 hit. Adams winds again and fires. Breaking ball, Tapper back to the mound, off the glove of Adams, bounds away, and Day's going to reach on an infield single. Throw is way late. Second hit of the game for Sioux City, and the tying run's aboard. So it ricocheted away from the glove, bounded towards third base. Adams picked it up, tried to make the throw, but Day was well beyond the first base bag by the time the sling got that.
Designated hitter number 23, Carlos.
So with 2 outs and a 1 out and 1 on, here is Carlos Castro, who's 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out back in the second inning. Riding a 5-game hitting streak. He's hitting .375 at home. And granted, this is only a 6-7 game metric, but still. Day, a big lead at first, being held on by Swazi. The pitch. Swung on, line back up the middle. That's a base hit. Day stops at second. Station is station for Sioux City. Back-to-back hits. The X's had more hits in those last 2 batters than they had the entire game before that. So Sioux City's got something cooking. First and second, 1 out for Abdiel Layer. Now, Layer's on a 7-game ride of his own. He's 0 for 1. He's flied to right. And his only at-bat today was 1 for 4 with a run and scored last night. And he made a bunch of amazing defensive plays. He has been a defensive magnet at the hot corner. Gary playing for 2 up the middle. The pitch. Layer swinging first pitch, and he fouls it away to the right side. 0-1. 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning. Runners at first and second. Sioux City trailing 1-0. Gary got the first batter of the game to reach. He scored, and that's your difference right now. Adams looks back at second, now fires. Broken back rounder over to third base, charging Basabi. His only play is to first. And Layer makes a productive out, retired. Day down to third, Castro up to second. So a base hit from Curtis Byrne here would give the X's the lead conceivably. Castro doesn't run all that well, but he doesn't run all that poorly either. So 5-3 for Layer. And here's Curtis. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He's grounded to short. 1 for 10 in his career, or this season, which would also be his career, against Gary South Shore. First offering. First pitch swinging, comes up empty, 0-1. Day at third. Castro at second. Outfield straight away. Infield back. 2 down. The 1-strike offering. Check swing. Byrne did not go. They appeal to first base, and that is confirmed by Tim Swoboda. 2 on, 2 out. 2 runners in scoring position. Can the catcher come through? He's come through so often for this rotation, but he's only hitting .154 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. 1-1 is right on the black on the outside corner, 1-2. Curtis Byrne, one of the more experienced catchers you'll see in the American Association. He led his team to the College World Series, the TCU, in 2023. As that pitch was real close, it is a strike. Went to the College World Series with Austin Davis the year that LSU and Paul Skeens won. He's played in the Pioneer League, and he's cutting his teeth in the AA. 1-2 from Adams. Outside, count even. Shadows have not yet engulfed the field. Still right in the beginning of what is officially summer in terms of the seasons and the biology of the earth, but summer really starts on Memorial Day. Everybody knows that. Adams again, the 2-2. Upstairs, ball 3. Runners will not be off, but I can guarantee Day will take a big lead down the third base line. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom 5, 1-0, Gary. A single puts the Axis ahead. The former second-round pick trying to get out of the jam. The payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4, he walked him. And that will turn the lineup over for Austin Davis, who is red hot. Davis coming into the day hitting .471 over his last 10 games. He's got 2 home runs in that stretch. He had 3 hits last night. And he's the exact man you want coming up into this spot right now. His numbers aren't all that great, just .063. That's your batting average with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. And we may get a change here. Lamar Rogers is out of the dugout. It's bases loaded. And we'll see about this. A meeting on the mound. And Adams, the pitch count isn't the issue. And there's really nobody warming up in the pen yet, so there's not going to be a new arm. They're going to talk strategy. The bases are jammed with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning as the meeting on the mound continues to roll along as Alex Perry, the home plate umpire, is walking out to try to break up the conundrum, the quagmire, if you will. And again, nobody warming up, but Andres Noriega is making his way down to the bullpen. So probably somebody will get up very soon. Just had to ask for a moment. 76 pitches for Spencer Adams. And he's got to deal with Austin Davis, who's 0 for 2 today. He's flied to center and grounded to third. 1-0, Gary South Shore. Day at third, Castro at second, Byrne at first. Can Austin Davis come through? The first offering. First pitch swinging down the third baseline, foul. The X's have been attacking first pitch a lot, especially in this inning, but Austin Davis just does that. 2 nights ago, before he homered, he had seen 6 pitches in 4 at-bats. Not exactly what you want, but it worked out for him in the final at-bat, and it's worked out for him yesterday as well, going 3 for 4, his third 3-hit game of the season. The 1-strike pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Is this going to get through? No, it won't. Peralta, the option pass to second. Byrne retired, and the inning is over. Sioux City still trails 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and the bases were left juiced. We're through 5 at Lewis and Clark Park. The Railcats leading 1-0. You're listening to KSCJ and watching on AABaseball.tv.